How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a new thing I want to do on the channel. It's called Superhero Time. I know I've kind of played with this title, you know, here and there, but I thought for this, what I'm doing, it would just make sense to call it Superhero Time. So this is Superhero Time. You should take a shot every time I say Superhero Time. But basically, what I wanted to do is I wanted to help push myself to watch these episodes weekly, to keep up in a sense, to talk about it with you guys. And in order to do that, I realized I need to force myself to make a video every time I watch one of these episodes and kind of just unload with all my thoughts. So I'm gonna start off with Kiramager, which is currently airing at the time of recording this episode. We're a couple episodes in, so for these first couple episodes, you're gonna see a bunch of just stuff just kind of on the channel until I catch up, and then it'll hopefully be a week at a time for each of those episodes as they come. Unless COVID-19 or now 20, I guess, whatever, you know, takes out production again. So let's start off with Kiramager episode 0. Now this is one that I had watched previously already. It's such a fun episode. It's so just a breath of fresh air almost in Sentai, you know what I mean? So let's quickly go over what kind of happens in the episode. So it starts off in the Crystalia Kingdom where this coup is happening, and the king basically like gets under attack. He gets taken away. We're not sure if he's dead or not. And surviving all this, watching all this happen is Princess, what is her name? Mabushina. Princess Mabushina is, you know, basically in there. She watches it all and she uncovers her father's secret, which are these 5 gemstones that send her to Earth to find these heroes to, I don't know, beat these guys up and take back the Crystal Kingdom. So when she comes to Earth, she acquires the help of this group called CARAT, and together they set out to find these warriors who are going to use the powers of these crystals to, again, it's not really clear what they're going to do, but they need to find heroes, obviously, because that's Sentai, so she sets out to find the heroes. And this episode is really great because it does something that Sentai doesn't usually do, even in the whole, you know, year-long run, and that's focus on these other heroes that are on the team. And that's basically what this whole episode is. You know, we don't even get Red, you know, forget about him. We don't need him. And after, you know, kind of seeing him and meeting him, we really don't need him. He's annoying. If there's any Kiramai Red fans, please don't get too crazy. Maybe even drop a comment down below why you like him. Yeah. And what's really great about these 4 is, you know, like, 1, she's a runner. She's a really good runner. Obviously, she wins her race. You know, we got like this actor who's, you know, doing this samurai movie currently. We got this gamer, and we even have a surgeon. And it's really nice to just kind of reinforce those sort of sentiments that these people are all successful doing something that they love. You know, like even the surgeon, she loves doing her work. She's really good at it. She's super smart. And even the gamer, you know, it's just kind of showing you that whatever you love to do, whatever you want to do with your life, you too can be successful. And you too could, you know, like potentially have an opportunity to team up with some talking gemstone. I don't know. I think what I really love about this episode is it does one of my favorite Sentai tropes, and that's where we have the team already together, and then we introduce the Red, you know, to come into the team. Like, it's been done in, like, Tokyuger, even Maji Ranger. It's been done a few times. It's really cool, and that's why, like, when something like Shinkenger came out, and Shinkenger was the exact opposite, where it was, you know, your red hero acquiring a team. I don't know, it's just really fun to watch, and I think this is a really good episode to showcase kind of more of where they came from. You know, a lot of times they jump you in there, a lot of times it's fun to just kind of, ooh, what's going on? You know, what's going on here? But this is great because we actually get to see where they come from. We kind of get a sense of who they'll become so that when we see them again in future episodes, we already kind of have a sense of them, and they kind of already have, you know, like a layer above our red hero that comes in, and we can kind of understand that as if we were part of that group before. But yeah, basically they all team up. They all have these little crystals that talk and have different personalities, which reminds me a lot of like Gowanger. If you haven't seen Gowanger, please do yourself a favor, watch Gowanger. It is bat crazy and it's really good. It's kind of fun by the end. There's a lot of stuff that goes down, but don't watch 10 years after. It's not good. Almost immediately, there are some monsters that show up. You know, we got your typical foot soldiers. We got, you know, just these dudes are showing up, causing sort of chaos. They're just in a parking garage, not really doing anything. And so they all transform for the first time, which is really great to kind of see, you know, in this shot, just how fundamentally different these people are. You know, the pros of Sentai are having all these differences coming together and being able to work together as a team. But a lot of times it's just kind of like, hey, we're all ninjas. Hey, we're all aliens, cool. It really does feel like they're individuals more than just, you know, personality-wise. Like, these people are all from different walks of life and all from different, obviously, professions. You know, like, one can play Fortnite, the other one can probably do a brain surgery. You know what I mean. And so they fight, they do all the cool stuff. You know, it's really interesting. It's really fun to see kind of this fight style, which I know they won't keep up for too long in the show, but it's really cool to see it here and to really kind of get that a little bit more than what you would in a first episode where they're trying to squeeze in, you know, another person into this fight sequence and the choreography. So it's good to see them all kind of individually there. And then we can, you know, see a little bit more here and there. We can finally, you know, get Reds in. But yeah, basically at the end of it, we meet our Red Ranger who's got a really annoying catchphrase, and the crystal is about to find him and about to bring him to the team. And again, there's not really much to pull from this episode, you know? This is really like a supplement episode. It's not a real, you know, there's not much that goes on. It's just fun to watch, you know, and we don't get a lot of episodes like that. You know, either they're really filler and they're kind of like skippable or, you know, boring, and then some that are so story heavy that, you know, just really don't have a lot of room to do anything fun or interesting for the audience watching. So this one kind of falls like in the middle, which is where I think a lot of these episodes should. I would even say that this is maybe one of, if not the strongest first episodes, but it is episode 0, so it's the best episode 0, we'll say that. But anyway, that's all that I have for episode 0. All that I kind of saw, you know, like obviously there's things that people have already talked about, you know, like the Geki Ranger logo on green, her jacket thing. You know, you got the PPAP guy who's gonna be their mentor or something, who's constantly on VR, probably doing something with some anime babes. And what I really like too in the beginning of the episode is the villains. At least the one of them, you know, we have the human mouth and jaw, and we can actually see a performance there, which is really fun and really interesting because we haven't had a real human villain in a while. You know, I'm thinking of like Die Ranger, I'm thinking of, you know, even Geki Ranger had, you know, real actors, real villains that would do stuff. So that's exciting to see that. Hopefully we get more. Anyway, that's all I have for episode 0. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a like. Leave a comment down below what you thought of this episode. And as always, just remember, don't comment ahead. You know, if you see this video and episode 30 is out and you want to, you know, spoil something from 30, don't. Please just keep it to this episode or any of the episodes that came before, because I don't want anybody, you know, who may find this video who hasn't caught up to that to see your comment and get spoiled. You know, that wouldn't be fun. So just keep that in mind. And I think I might even highlight my favorite comments at the end of the next episode. So that's all I got. I will see you all on the next episode of Superhero Time. Thanks for watching.